Shit. And against time. Race against time. Come on. Oh my goodness. Hi. It's the GH Wing Spotlight. If you know what GH is, then you're walking the wrong show. It's for General Hospital. I'm James Lott Jr. And I'm on painkillers right now, so I feel a little spacey at the moment. It's just be a fun show. But the man that's going to hold it down for us today is Frank Moran.
Uh, Fingers crossed.
We're already laughing already. Come on, Frank. We're already laughing already. He's going to try to hold down for us today.
There's never been a better chance of getting that shirt off than there is today.
He's right. He's not that wrong. Stop raining. The sun's coming out all of a sudden over here. It stopped raining. It is supposed to rain again this week or something.
It is. Supposedly tomorrow there's a 90%.
Okay. It's right now it's getting sunny all of a sudden. That's kind of weird. Hi guys. Hi Deli. Hi Beauty for Ashes. Hi Cheryl by saying hi to us. Come on in. The water's fine. The gates are open. As we say, I'm beyond the gates. The gates are open. We are here. If you're looking for separate, okay, so how do I explain this? For all the audio listeners, there is one show. It's okay. Oh my God, I'm totally on drugs. Okay, we recorded one long show like we did last week, and now we got almost 700 views. You guys stuck with us for 2.5 hours. I can't believe it. So we did the CBS soaps again. It's just one big show. We started talking about Beyond the Gates. Then about an hour in, we started talking about Young and the Restless. And about an hour after that, we started talking about Bold and Beautiful. So we did cover all three soaps today on one show. So when you come here, just look for one show. Now, if you are a Beyond the Gates fan, if you are a Y&R fan, if you are a Bold fan, I've uploaded that one show to each one. So wherever fan you are as a listener, just go to that after show if you like that one, and you can listen to it. So all three are the same show. Don't go to all three of them and go, why is it the same show? It's all the same show to one thing. Does it make any sense, Frank, at all?
It does. And that's smart. I mean, putting it to each after show. So fans will have no way of missing it. And then
Yes.
they just have to go in the appropriate amount of time for whichever show they want to listen to in particular.
Be frank, you're saving the show already. That's what I was trying to say and couldn't get it out. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I felt black. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is this just for the fans since it's 2 weeks in a row? To get into some of that JLJ media programming talk, which I know people love. Is this the wave of the future for the CBS shows? Is kind of doing them
well,
all as one thing?
it's coming out of a problem child. Amanda hasn't been with us for the last month and a half, and not telling us until the last minute. That's your tea for today. So we have had, me and Candace and Tammy have had to scramble and figure this out. So, but it's turning out to be something positive, actually, because people, like I said, almost 700 viewers watched the last one. So it did kind of work. And Frank is so eloquent. Yes, I told you he's saving today. And we had a big talk afterwards going in the future. We have some couple of plans just in case. Because Amanda could come back next weekend. We don't know. So we don't know yet. So we're trying to figure, but we know this is an option that people have enjoyed. As O'Delly called it, CBS Soapathon, kind of. But we'll see. And we'll see how our logic is a lot of folks watch the CBS block, or at least two of the three shows. So it seems to have worked. So that's the thing there. Also, did you guys know? I hope you got the email, Frank, of our new holiday schedule. It's the holidays.
It's the holidays.
So, folks, we'll be here next weekend, but not the following weekend. That's Thanksgiving weekend. I will be in Sacramento eating some wished food or something. I don't want to eat by then. And then we'll be back the first 3 Sundays of December, and then that's it until January 11th, 2026. It could be later, but we'll keep you posted. So that's kind of ours. So we're on, then we're off, then we're on, then we're off.
I get it. I have it right here. I pulled up the JLJ, the official JLJ media email. Oh,
There it is. It is glory. It's his glory. I will miss Frank, of course, each of those Sundays I'm not with you. So that's all you need to know. Also, I know he's gonna it's gonna be horrible. We're gonna be away from each other until next year. But Frank, let's hope that 2026 way better than this year.
uh, yes, that would be nice.
I
Yes.
I'm so and hopefully my team will be in the playoffs heading towards Super Bowl.
Mm, mm.
They've done it before, Frank, and failed.
That's true. We're doing it for James.
For James. For James, yes. A little side note also, Tony Moore has the same schedule. So edition day is the same thing. But they're on today. Tony, my chocolate twins at BravoCon in Las Vegas. So he's not in today, but his cohorts are on today.
Look at that.
And apparently Days of Our Lives is really celebrating their 60th anniversary with lots of flashbacks. Lots and lots and lots of flashbacks.
James, no BravoCon for you?
I'm not a Bravo person anymore. I used to be. I stopped watching all that stuff. It's all manufactured, and I don't like Andy Cohen, so I have no thank you. I'm good. But Tony says that all that stuff. I don't like that stuff anymore. I grew out of it.
I mean, they're bringing back Jeff Lewis.
That's not gonna bring me back either. I did enjoy his neurotic ass. I did on some level back then. He's a nightmare. And I kind of enjoyed it back then. But
Yeah.
I'm too old now, Frank. I don't think I can handle it anymore. Unless you bring back Bethany. That's my girl, Bethany Frankel. Yeah. But he did announce Vicky Gunvalson's coming back for the 20th season of Real Housewives of Orange County. She's the OG of the OC.
Oh boy.
I almost want to watch it. Almost. Almost. But yes. Anyways, but they're out, they're on. But they have the same schedule we do. So when we're off, they're gonna be off also. So I'm sorry, you guys. Secondly, as you guys are mentioning in the chat, the new Jeannie Francis State of Mind is out. I have it on my little computer to watch later. It's part 1.
Oh, well, somebody of her status,
Yeah.
you can't contain it just in one episode.
No, at all. Not at all. So I'm looking forward to that too. Also, James Lott Jr. and Tammy Govea sat down on her new show called LA Off the Record. It's on her channel, Tammy Govea. Not on mine, on her channel. We filmed in the studio. And I'm actually, I'm really smart. You can't believe how smart I am.
How did she snag you? Because that's a tough get.
Well, you know where all James Lott Jr.'s are sold. And so she bought me. And it worked. I found time, Frank. And it's a good interview, actually. It's an hour long. We talk about my journey, and people said they've learned some stuff about me, of course. But it's a lot of fun. We had a good time.
Nice. Look at that. Just anything that just reveals more, even if it's not clothing, but more.
More. So check it out. Also, check out. You can go online and watch. Eva LaRue's documentary is out about being stalked. And she reunited with Mark and Kelly the other day. So it's kind of fun to see them talk about All My Children. So check that out also. And they're saying Michael Knight did an interview with Michael Fairman. I guess check that out. I'm okay with Michael Fairman. I good these days, so I'll promote him a little bit for that. We're fine now. And also one of the girls from En Vogue left the group. Was kicked out. So it's kind of like I don't know what's going on. Like it's crazy. She's never going to get it.
No, never get it. Never get it. Never get it.
Hold on. Yes. It's like but yes.
Trust and honesty too.
Right, exactly. That's good, Frank. That's good. So was she out? That's all that. I think is that all the church announcements I had to tell you guys? I think so. Yeah, I think church announcements. Okay, let's get into the show. I have to say my overreaching James, I'm a big get. I am a big get. Just say anybody. I'm enjoying that they're using the next generation, finally. These actors actually can act, which is really good. It's rooted in kind of, you're seeing them grow up and get personalities and like what's going on. It affects everyone. There's drama in it. I was thinking about Gio and Emma, and Gio again, him and Dante getting closer, and then if Dante finds out that it's just I'm actually enjoying this part of the story, and they actually took Rocco to jail. I was like, oh my god, I didn't think it was going to go that far. I really didn't think it was going to go that far. And your buddy chewing chewing the scenery, chewing everything. That's what it's like. He's just chewing. He's just chewing everything. Ezra Boyle, as played by Daniel Cosgrove. I mean, he seriously is chewing. I mean, even but Daniel Goddard's not even chewing that much of the scenery. But Ezra, he coming in there with a smirk and a smile, and he is playing Ezra Boyle to all its worth. Um, it's getting bad. It's like, wow, I did not. I actually felt something at the end of Friday's episode when he was screaming he didn't do it, and they're like standing in the court. I actually felt something. I was like, oh my god, this is kind of crazy. So I just opened the show with something positive for me. I mean, there's holes and stuff here, but in general, they should be focusing on this next generation anyway.
I love that and as well. And what I just want more is, I want them to also have stories within themselves and not just be kind of spun out or attached to bigger storylines. I mean, we all are fans of umbrella storylines for sure, but I want a little bit more meatiness in there in terms of their interpersonal relationships, their potential love, crushes, stuff like that. That gives them storylines of themselves that could then bring in other adults into the show, as opposed to, hey, we have all these adults having stories, and then this is just kind of how we can attach the kids to them as well. So, I mean, I'm not going to get what we've got so far, but I mean, I'd love to get just a little bit more dialed into the kids as well, have them give them their own stuff.
Well, I think on some level they've been trying to a little bit here and there, but this could lead to that. This also could lead to them like showing us they can like these kids can act, maybe giving them story. I mean, that could be it. I mean, it could lead. I mean, I feel like we kind of know Geo on some level and Emma on some level. They kind of have their own little story. But I agree with you guys. I like the new Charlotte. I actually like her. They're really establishing Charlotte and Rocco's relationship.
Yeah.
I already feel the Rocco and Danny stuff. Um, because it really seriously affects everybody. This storyline effect is now it's exploded in a way that I didn't expect. I didn't expect it to explode to the mass. It was because this storyline's been so off to the side. It's like these characters, and then bringing Sidwell in it. I want to ask you a question, Frank,
Yes.
because I don't know what to think. So, is Sidwell happy Rocco's being, or is he pissed at Dalton? I can't tell because when you get that phone call, he's just kind of like it's going worse than expected or something. So I
I
don't.
mean, it seemed during the chat with Britt at the hospital that Sybil was very anti-Dalton, trying to press charges,
Yeah,
trying to bring any more attention to any of this.
yeah.
So, but then I was thinking, as the trial was going on, is it then that Sidwell thinks about it some more and realizes, oh, hey, this is leverage on Laura. I could use that uh, and to try to spin, Laura to just do what I want for this. But now it doesn't seem like that's the play either. So I think I'm going back to like Dalton's being a little rogue on this, and Sidwell's not going to like it.
Yeah, that's what Sharon just said. That I think he's pissed at Dalton. I think he is too because when Dalton went off on him, I was like, you better watch out. This is Sidwell you're talking. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I think all right. And Sidwell kind of sit there like, did he just go off on me? That's how he looked. Like, did he just go off on me? So I'm like, I wouldn't push Sidwell. I just wouldn't push him. We've seen him. He will do stuff. Um,
I like the bumpy part on that, and maybe it doesn't bump other people, but it's like Dalton's stuff. We're hearing too much about like Britt just telling Sidwell like after the fact, where we're not seeing any Britt Dalton scenes at all. It's just like we had the one where he said like, "Hey, we should cut, do our own thing," and then that was it. We
yeah.
never saw anything more. So it's like I feel like I want to see more of Dalton being like, "Hey, I'm trying to scheme and get rid of Sidwell." But we're not. We're so this is the like him and Sidwell finally seeing. It was nice to see Dalton be a little uh bigger than his britches, so to speak. Because I feel like Sidwell's
If I get chance, like, Dalton's getting too bold. Like, I think he has to be just like, yeah, he's getting a little like, Sidwell don't like that either. Because he got mad at his own son for doing
yeah.
going against him. I mean, he don't like you go against him. But Brady's just like, what do you want me to do? It was so funny the way he was just like, so What? Huh? What? She's like, you gotta stop it. Yeah, you stop calling. Like what? But then he did talk to him, and and Dalton was just like, screw you. I'll do whatever I want. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't think Dalton's gonna be here that long. Everybody in chat kind of agrees with that. Cyril is angry about what happened to Rocco. Marco gave him an update on what happened. That's what I'm saying. You see it as he's being angry. I'm not even. I'm sorry, I couldn't tell. I'm sorry, I just couldn't tell. I couldn't tell. So we'll find out this week, obviously. But I couldn't tell if he was angry or not. But I thought it was just. But I thought it was just very interesting that no one could stop this from really happening, and it really went. It really went far. I didn't expect it to go that far. Um, Juxtaposed to all this, now Nathan's back in the force because Anna's just gone. Nobody's questioning it. Anna's gone. And Dante's now police commissioner.
Which I mean, that just seeing that, especially with that they're hanging such a head on the Nathan stuff, I feel like, well, yeah. I mean, then Nathan, at some point, whether it's he's programmed later that, or it's really Nathan, or it's somebody impersonating Nathan, certainly him being on the force was kind of done by somebody had made a move to get Nathan back on the force.
And they mentioned your man, his dream man, the Silver Fox. Max is busy. He's busy back and
Yeah.
forth with Maxie.
I feel like, I mean, while there's not, I mean, I'm not keeping up on Genji or his personal life and stuff, but we've not seen him in a long time. So I feel like there may be,
I hope he's
just,
okay.
ugh, I hope he's okay.
Me too. I don't know anything either. Oh, he's okay. But he's not. Yeah, He's not on. He's not on right now. So that's fine. Dante is worth. He's worth it. I mean, he has been in the flag. Well, when he asked, Laura, what are you? Why is he? And she just named off like it makes sense that he is. I mean, that he's next in line. Okay, he's done it for a long time. And I also love this conversation with Nathan. I've been there for too. I was also when I came back. They're still remembering that story. They're remembering that part of the story when he was a little crazy.
Yeah.
Like I said, he was dangerous to himself, but he got himself together. Nathan seems too calm. So I'm like with you, like, is that really Nathan? He's a little too just like chill.
Yeah. When we see how other people have reacted about coming back to Port Charles after some prolonged absence, this more so when you're supposedly you were dead. Everybody thought you were dead. You're just back. But yeah, he's just like, hey man, just gonna ride it out, do my thing.
Like, okay, okay. Like, alrighty. So that's all. So that's been set up. Anna is somewhere, but we had heard it's a time off thing. Like Anthony Gear, they all get time off.
Yeah.
Uh,
Again, the more I see Nate and Britt scenes, the man, it's just like I feel like Britt's not in on it. She doesn't know what the deal is
I
either.
don't think she does either. I don't think she does either. And I'm this return is falling flat a little bit for me right now. Something really big needs to happen.
Yeah, and I don't know if GH is thinking like, oh hey, we're just gonna play it long enough that the fans think they got what they really, they had Nathan back, and then we reveal, uh-oh, this is what's really going on with Nathan. Which, I mean, is a fine idea, but we just needed to move faster.
I,
Because
and Tony JC brings up. I also just point to it's related. Also, with Ava speaking to Sidwell, telling him not to mess with Sonny's family, and then Dalton does that. I think Sidwell is trying to play a long game. He's
yes,
one of the guys that is like, but no, if we don't get the Pierce this way, we can probably get it. He's trying to play this game without just going all out, aggressive, full force. Everybody else is like aggressive, and him and Sonny are kind of similar. They're both just kind of like they both are sitting back, and so when someone else goes rogue, you said rogue, that's the problem. I loved when Gio and Emma went to Sonny because Sonny, of course, was close to Robin, so there's a little bit of that. So I see why Emma feels comfortable going to him. It was already been said. He said, "I trust Sonny
yeah,
very much." I love that.
and I
And
mean, certainly Sidwell knows what will happen. He knows that Sonny took Marco. Like he knows that that's like he's already got proof that that happens.
yeah,
So like if it goes back and he finds out like Sidwell is behind this again,
I
oh
know.
boy.
And I think Sidwell doesn't want that. That's the whole point. He doesn't want that.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, yeah, Sybil is sly, plays along it. And I think with him, that's this whole thing. He's like, he's trying to set up. So him talking to Laura and Laura just not buying it. Just going, yeah, I just don't buy it. It's like he's almost like Cyrus, our old buddy. He shows up, doesn't give a shit, just shows up wherever he wants to, doesn't read the room, he doesn't care. He comes in with that smile on his face, and he just comes in and just does whatever he wants and says whatever he wants. I kind of like that because that's how Cyrus was. Cyrus never read the room. He didn't care and just had his own agenda. And Sybil has his own agenda. He keeps smiling at everybody. That's his thing. He just smiles. As he says, he just smiles. He said stuff. And people are just like falling asleep. Like, we don't believe him. Oh my God, he's crazy. They don't buy it. None of them buy it. Come on.
No, because it's one thing to not be able to legally prove anything, but there's one thing just to kind of know within yourself the truth about somebody else. And so, well, I mean, Laura had Lucky, Anna, Jason, like,
Right.
and there's no legal recourse that they can do, but they all know it happened. So, despite all of Sidwell's like protestations, like, it's I didn't bring any laws there. It just
You're right.
people know. People know, Sidwell. You can't just keep saying that, and people think people are gonna. Oh, okay, you're right. You
I
didn't do
love it though because you don't care. You don't.
it.
Someone still comes to the party and still talk like nothing's wrong. Like you don't care. He stuff. Well, there's no, like you said, there's no laws or anything. I'm like, it's just like, well, we know. That's like that's when I was at Laura, when Carly went off on Lucas. She's right. We all know at home she's right.
Yeah.
But as a person, I will defend Lucas in the sense that, so here's what I say to you is not a nice thing to hear. You don't want to hear that. You want to hope that Marcos is really into him. But we're seeing on the side, which I like this part, they're showing us Marcos has a dark side and kind of sides with his dad on stuff. Plus, he was kidnapped. So he really is feeling it.
Yes.
So it's like, Lucas, you're going into the lion's den, so to speak. So I'm like Carly. I don't care if you're mad at me. I'm still going to tell you I'm still going to tell you. And when she went off on Jocelyn, I'm supporting you too, girl. And she's like, what did I do? Like, I laughed so hard.
That, which I thought was a great beat that doesn't tip the tan or anything, but when Carly does that reaction, when Jocelyn starts agreeing with Lucas, that she's like, I know you're WSB. I know you're working an angle.
Yes, yes.
Screw you. You're putting the WSB over family right now.
She did. It was good. That's good. She goes, and we know why. She goes, and we know why. She didn't say it. That's all.
Yep.
I loved it. I just thought it was good. I didn't expect that. But she went off, and it was like, and yeah, I'm disappointed. You've been disappointed. You're my entire life. I'm like, what? Like, what? And I play it all like, what? Oh my God, that was hilarious. So it all ties good. But going back to, because this is an umbrella story. So going back into the thing, having Rick and Sonny, did not see that coming at all.
Which is, I mean, nice because, it's like, what else are you going to do? I want Rick on the show, but where else are you going to put him at this point since
Right,
he's kind of burned everything else with everybody?
I'm happy. I mean, the internet's happy. I'm happy. I mean, no, I'm just saying. I just never. I didn't see it coming. It's actually was very mature of him the way he came to him, and the part that really got me was when Sonny goes, "I want to believe you." The way he said it, it was like,
Yes.
I really want to believe you, Rick. And he does. He said all the times I tried to reconcile with you, and you just basically shit on it all the time. He gets, and Rick's like, I get it. He's like, I know. I love how honest it is. I loved how honest it's like. They're not trying to pull it over on us fans. We know their history. And when he said our mom would love this, it
Yeah.
was like, I mean, now and so he thought about it, but when he said, I really want to believe you, Rick, I believe that. He wants to believe him. He said, if we all got along, it would be great in the
Yeah.
family. And so you're right. And everybody agrees that, yeah, Rick Hurst is gold. He is. Everyone was just like, yes, that was one of the best things. I don't know how long he's supposed to be on. So glad he's still on. So glad he's still on.
And I think it definitely helps having Molly be older and their relationship, and we've seen more time with it too, where it feels like a lot of this motivated whatever the 30 day his is, his captivity,
Yeah.
but just his relationship and his love for Molly and Molly's love for him. So I feel like that also is so it's nice to see like that as an impetus for him wanting to be, you know, well, necessarily a great guy, just a better person that he has been.
Yeah.
So him using that as a reason to want to try to shore past grievances with Sonny, excellent. Let's do it.
I agree. Hi, everybody in chat room. For you people watching, hello. I see some new fans I've never seen before. Pam GH fan. Hello, Leslie Davies 828. Don't know who you are, but welcome. I see David Hall's here. B Stargazer 3880 is here. Janet, of course. Hi, Janet. Michelle. So I see some new faces in here. Well, I can't see you. Some new names. Rick Hurst with the gray hair is fire. That's right, Midori. He's
Ugh,
hot, hot,
yeah.
hot, hot. Yeah, season hot. But that's gray hair. But I agree. Everything with Frank said I agree with. But I thought it was interesting they brought him in, and then that ADA, she becomes an acting DA. So of course, they have her on the opposite side, of course. And then it comes down to Dalton running in there, running his mouth. Obviously, he's set up. When Laura said it, I was like, yeah, I mean, I think everybody in the world knows he's being set up, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't even, I mean, come on. So, but I love what Laura said to Sonny, our grandson's being set up. And he looked at homegirl. I think she knows it. I think she knows it too on some level he's being set up. Like,
Yeah.
this is not good.
No, I mean, like I will be curious to see how that story holds up to scrutiny once it starts getting investigated. But I mean, still, the immediate damage has been done. So even, the things come out and get revealed and the truth is shown in the trial, it's still at this moment, oof.
Yeah, it's like I feel like that little actor Finn Carr is really good. He's really good. I actually he's a Spencer. Of course he's doing stuff. And I love that what the fuck is her name? Oh my god. Lulu said a part of me is so proud of him. Like, because of what it is. It's like it's nothing bad, it's something good. And they got Danny. That actor's really good too.
Yeah.
How he runs to Jason and to Brett and they go to Alexis. I love that they all go to Alexis and like, okay, what did you do? Like, what happened? And he's stuck too because he loves his brother. Him and Gio both love their brother, so to speak, and they're both feeling bad. Whereas Charlotte, she's very much a cat's eye. She's very much like, well, he did it on purpose. Don't do anything. Well, he'll be okay. And basically, that's what Jason was like. Should you honor what your brother said? He did it on purpose. They make sure you guys don't get in trouble. But I love that everybody feels remorse. I kind of love that. Everybody feels remorse. And there's repercussions all over the place. It's all over the place because he doesn't want to lose seeing Scout. He can't see her already, but he doesn't want. He doesn't want to even go more and
Oh,
make it worse.
Drew would just be
Oh,
all over that.
woo! He would. Oh my god,
Um,
that's. I mean, Drew. So, folks, the character of Drew is hilarious, you guys, because you got there's a petition to get Drew off the show, whatever. That means he's doing a good job.
yeah.
Good job. The fact you need a villain, and we got Sidwell, and he's doing this thing. But this one, he's smarmy. He has no shame. Yeah, it seems he has no code. Where, Sonny and Sybil kind of have codes. They kind of have these codes here and there. Even Cyrus on someone had a code a little bit. His weaknesses or his family and wanting acceptance. This guy will use anything and anyone at any time for anything. He don't care. He threatens people like he just wakes up and breathes.
Yeah.
Just sends out threats to everybody. And let's talk about Drew for a second. He stole Tracy's present. He stole the boxes that gave Ned the heart attack.
That whole thing was insane to me. Like, how does he expect that to hold up in court? And
Right,
so it's like I can imagine the court. I mean, that's like clearly illegal.
right.
So
But see, Tracy right now is at a spa because
yes,
again, Jane Elliott deserved her time off. She has completely deserved it. But the thing is, like when he said he did, I was like, what? He doesn't even. You guys can have the house. I'm getting rid. I started laughing kind of because it's so outrageous. But you don't care. He doesn't care. And then he left Ned laying there. I'd be like, you're doing an Edward, okay? I left him laying there. Having Britt and Gio, that combo kind of saved Ned's life at the moment. Great choice.
yeah, especially after you hear Olivia just trash and Brit.
Oh, I know, my God. And well, it was actually Britt who said it. She kind of turns around like, hey, hi, bitch. Yeah, it's hilarious. That was hilarious. That's a total soap thing. It was totally soapy. Loved it. And also with Britt, because it's complicated with Britt. It's a whole complicated thing. But you're right. I'm with Frank, and you said this earlier and before. I need to know more about what Brit knows and doesn't know, and is she a villain? Is she not a villain? I mean, it's too nebulous for me. They were playing all over the place.
I mean, she knows because it's like like what we know about this project is cold fusion is involved somehow. And it's highly illegal according to Sidwell. But I mean, there must be some medical slash human component because why have Brit there anyway?
Right,
So like that's like she wouldn't be involved unless there was that portion of it, and we just don't know what that is yet. So she knows something, but how much does she know? I mean, clearly she knows it can't be great because she's not saying anything to anybody.
right.
It would be great for us to know. And I mean, I guess she's got her, Huntington's.
It's like, yes, what's going on with Brit? I mean, we don't really know. There's no her and Jason again having a close moment, kind of like it's we need something. We need to know something. This little side note: CT Traveler 45 says Drew is not a villain. He's a bully. There's a difference. I'm going to need you to explain the difference. That to me, a bully is a villain. So that's a bad person. A villain's a person who's bad. So I would please explain to me what the difference is if it's not the same. To me, it's the same thing. Unless you mean some other way. Um, that was amazing. Yeah, I agree. We all want to know what's going on with Brit. So come on, GH, tell us what's going on with her. Give us some insight because
Yeah.
it's too confusing. And wait a minute, didn't Nina say, Brit, I would help you with money if you needed a long time ago?
Yes.
This one out.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, poor thing's get my nerves now. It's get my nerves now. It's like, she got her car because Jason or whatever. But this whole poor thing, Nina is richer than God, and said I would help you. So really, you wouldn't take her for that help, really. That part's a little stretch. Also, I'm over that. I'm over that whole thing.
And I don't know if like 'cause Nina did open her place up to her.
Yeah,
And she can't go back only because like I guess the possibilities of running into her mom more frequently.
a little dumb. I mean, I know what they're kind of trying to do is have her somewhere freer so she can run into Jason and everybody. I get it, but it could be another way they could have done that. I just think it's a little loose on that one. Drew is the JR of the show. I wouldn't say JR because JR at least JR had a wink and a smile when he did something, and you knew that JR did have soft spots. He loved his family, and he would side with his family when it came down to it. If you mess with a Ewing, you mess with all of them. He loved his mother. He didn't read, and there was something about Jr. Jr. had a little wink and a smile when he did his stuff. Drew's not winking or smile at all. He's just out just evil.
Yeah, I mean it's tough because the only like that's my big thing with Drew is like I need to have him have be more of a human and have other relationships that aren't transactional, that he is there for somebody else without any agenda or anything for him. And it doesn't need me a lot of scenes. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy with like an 85-15 split on that. But just something that kind of grounds him is just like, hey, okay, he is a full human being. And it's tough when Willow is his because that's also messy
Right.
that whole thing. And then Scout has been proven to be just transactional, so it's tough to buy any of those scenes. The Scout with when you see the way that he uses her with Alexis and Danny and all that stuff.
Everybody's agreeing with you. My thing is, here's my thing, Daisy Flower. I would need, like Frank said, I need to have at least 10% show me how you are with scouts. Here's the example. Here's a great example. Valentine. Valentine did all kinds of bad things, but he loved Charlotte.
Yes, never use Charlotte transactionally.
Never. He would never do that. When the chips were down, he would always acquiesce when it came to Charlotte. Also, there were certain things that he loved Anna. I mean, we saw vulnerable sides of him because we learned that he was hurt a long time ago. He had some impediments. There's stuff that we learned about him. Where with Drew, he just went from one to the next. We don't know. There's nothing in between. I mean, there's no. At least if he was with Martin, and him and Martin were actual friends, we saw a side. We started to see a soft side, kind of with Kai, but they haven't written them together in ages either.
Yeah.
So it's like to me, it's really simple. Just find somebody that we can show him being vulnerable and tell us why he's doing this, but he's not. They're not writing it. They're not writing it. So it's just they're just writing you as just this person who just comes in any room and just stinks up the place.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
I mean, like we talked about before, the Trina and Ava relationship, it did wonders for me
Yes,
in terms of fleshing out Ava as a well-rounded person.
yes. And when they come together, you're just like, and even Ava with Portia, Ava with Nina, you see it. It's like you see it, and Ava does love her daughter. We haven't seen her in a long time, but he does. And her and Lucas, they fleshed that out a little bit. I actually like that when he came to say thank you for just being me, let me be me and make my own decisions, and he hugs her. I think she hang on. She really like she was like finally somebody like appreciates me. I felt her like really embracing that.
Yeah, it I mean it's tough, with Lucas where it's and Carly where it's like that's a messy situation where it doesn't mean that Carly loves Lucas any less, but that doesn't mean that she's gonna like sign off on every one of his ideas is great.
Nope, she's not. Like she said, you can be mad at me all you want. I'm still going to tell you what's going on. I'm saying how I feel. And when you try to throw the same thing in her face, it's like it doesn't. It goes back and forth. It's like nothing there, and but she's still not wrong about Sidwell. And when she brought up the lucky thing, also she just like it's like everybody keeps bringing up these. It's like, but Ava, of course, would endorse it on some level because she's kind of that way. And so, but Sybil trying to cozy up to her too, and she ain't buying it that much either. She's kind of like, okay. He's like, it makes us kind of family, right? And she's like, okay, just buy some
Very
paintings. I mean, she's not. Ava ain't dumb either. She's kind of like, okay. And I think she might come out there just to watch over her nephew. Like she might come out there to see. She knows Windermere. She lived out there. She knows Windermere.
yep.
So I think he's smarmy too once in a while, but we love Carlo, so I just love his portrayal of it. Um, but she's kind of like, yeah, I don't know, but I'm sorry, we could do a little side detour because I want to bitch about it,
Oh,
folks. Remember last week I said stop infantilizing Trina.
yes.
So this week, this is what we get: her going off on Jordan and not knowing any of the details. You will never be with my father. I'll never come back to you. I'll make sure he never comes back to you. He loves me and he listens to me. I'm like, nobody cares, bitch. Nobody cares. You don't have that kind of power. You don't know. And Jordan's like, you don't even know what's going on, little girl. Like, you have no idea what's going on. Having this as part of her story, I guess part of her storyline.
But this is the terrible part. Like, because it goes back to everything you've been saying, James. Like when you write Trina like this, who's put in such a bubble by her own parents that she just has no sense of what's really happening in that relationship. And so, like, what she thinks and what she's feeling about it is like, no, 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 there's stuff you don't know about. And it's her own parents for not wanting to just treat her like an adult. It's like, yeah, I mean, life is messy, Portia and Curtis, but you just gotta also just let your daughter know.
Because I'm like, Stella across town, Stella trying to convince Kurt to stay with his wife. That's an old person. To me, I feel that's an old person thing. That's an old person thing. Stick with what you know. No, it's a baby. I'm going to write off because that was dumb too. But I'm going to write that off as an old person telling a younger person just stay together with a baby, which is dumb. Which I love that he fought back on that. I love that he didn't just bow down to that. And but both, I'm thinking this whole storyline is dumb. Just in general, I'm just like, no one needs to see that old chick pregnant. Nobody needs to see that. Nobody wants that. And then unless you make it Isaiah's baby, this is all stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, for maximum drama, right, Frank? For maximum drama, making it Curse's baby, okay, whatever. But if you make it Isaiah's baby, then the homegirl egg in her face, homegirl egg in her face, homegirl egg in her. I mean, all got egg in her face. It'd be hilarious to me if he's the father.
It for me, I feel like the same way. It's got to be Isaiah.
Right,
'Cause otherwise, like then we just get to see Portia and Curtis try to juggle shared custody of a baby. Like, who cares about that storyline?
right. Nobody cares about that. Um, I just think part of me, I hate miscarriages and stuff. I hate that. It's such a trope on soaps. But I wish it all just would happen. I don't need, we don't need no baby. We don't need no baby that we're going to have her give birth to and then never see till she's 3 years old and then never see her again till she's 17. I don't need that at all. But if we're going to do it, then fine. Make it Isaiah's. Make Drew find out something. Well, see, they already got Homegirl looking into her. I mean, Felicia found out she lied. So I can see her pregnant on the stand, lose the baby. I mean, there's all kind of possibilities that can happen.
Yeah.
Leading to.
I mean, I guess it just needs to stick around to at least introduce that. Oh, nope, guess who Portia's been with, and for
Yes.
everybody to know that.
Yes. Oh my God. When everybody finds that out, that's good drama. That's good drama right there. But see, right now, but they're playing it so it's so weird to watch it being played right now because half China has no idea what's going on. So
Yes.
Curtis. So it's like you guys are all saying stuff. You guys have no clue on what's going on behind the scenes. So I don't know. But I love the fact that everybody's like, she's pregnant. How do you know? I can tell. All these women are like, we can tell. She looks like pregnant. She's glowing. She's like, avoiding caffeine. Now she loves her coffee. I was laughing about that too. I'm like, I haven't had coffee in a couple days. Am I pregnant? Uh, I think I just thought that's kind of funny. People look at people's habits, right? And you're like something's off. Like, what are you doing? Something's off. So yes.
Uh, and I don't know how, I mean, how long Portia thinks she's going to be able to keep this from Isaiah.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, hello. You'll start showing soon.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wait, see, the Isaiah reveal is soapy goodness, right? Because you got Jordan who finds out. I mean, remember her and Isaiah were together. Woo! Curtis finds out. Oh my goodness. And see again, Portia's her own worst enemy, folks. I say this every week. She's already lying to half the town.
Yeah.
By my own, I don't care if it's by omission or whatever. Once again, it's gonna come out and she's gonna have to defend herself again. But why she didn't say nothing?
Yep. And she had her reasons. She had her reasons, everybody. Like her and Nina just, have a meeting about justifying the reasons why you keep lying to people.
It's she's her own worst enemy. She's her own worst enemy. Which makes me chuckle also. It's just like, okay, I guess she's not gonna say nothing. Okay, that's fine. Um, but yeah, back to the Trina thing real briefly. I just think they gotta figure something out with her. This is not the way.
Yeah.
Her and Ava talking, that's fine. I like them talking. She's actually at the job. That's great. But we need to find her something to do. Because it makes no sense that everybody's involved. All the younger set has story, and she's not involved.
Yeah. It's just there's only so many times she can, as much as I enjoy her and Ava's relationship, I mean, you just have her in the art gallery is just, a little, I don't know. And I don't understand why they're so reluctant to give her any sort of story.
No, I know. I don't. I just don't. I don't understand it all. At all. Don't understand. Trina is way too attached to Curtis for her. She only found out he was her dad a couple of years ago. She didn't like him at first. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I never found. I never had. I mean, I've had a kid find out. I found out I had a kid later, but they were kids. I was young. But I've never found out that my father wasn't my father. But maybe she's trying to hold on because she's just like she said. She even said it. I didn't even know he was my father till for years until I was almost an adult. So she acknowledges that she hasn't known him that long, but for some reason she's feeling. I can understand maybe feeling a strong tie or something all of a sudden because now you got him. I don't know.
But once you've kind of cracked that sort of, adult, seal with Trina, we're finding out that Curtis is a real dad after all this time. That's a pretty huge curveball to throw somebody, and she weathered that. That you now decide, like Curtis and Portia decide, we're not going to tell anything else to Trina because she can't handle it. She handled you finding out you were her father, so she can handle stuff. Just be honest and just tell her.
When Curtis finds out the only way Isaiah get him will be lifting the bottle of pain medication after Curtis puts him in a full body cast. I know. Yeah, when he finds out too, oh my god. Was Trina this upset when Taggart and Portia split up? They didn't do anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, we never saw that.
So I
So
didn't really talk about that either. So yeah, I don't know. It's just that character. It's so frustrating. Because again, all the other young folks have story, and she's not in any of that. So it's just kind of like, well, what are we doing here with her? Why is she so isolated?
Yeah.
So
Like interesting that like Gio and Emma didn't reach out to Trina rather than they got the younger kids in instead.
and Trina and Joss, they're friends. They
Yeah.
had one lunch or something once, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, like if you look at Josh, she's lost two guys that she's been with. She's killed a man, multiple men, at least two, yeah, two men, and she's now a WSB agent. So, you know,
You would
like
think she could find
clearly
her
that,
friend, or at
yeah.
least have conflict with her. I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's no story. Like, what if Trina found out by accident? And then confronts her. I mean, there's no story. They've done no story. So I'm just like, okay, I guess so. It's too much. Enough of that story. Um, what was next? What was next? What's the next thing? Next big thing.
Uh, I guess we got.
Oh, and Ned's we'll finish up the Ned thing. Ned's in the hospital. He needs a triple bypass. He needs a bypass surgery. I said triple. I wasn't sure what it is. I think Britt's gonna have to operate or something.
Uh,
She's there and she's pushing Portia. You gotta do it now. You gotta do it now. Whatever. I don't know. It's like she's trying to become a doctor again, reinstated. And even Portia's like, "Well, you are a good doctor. I understand that part, but I'm like, they're really pushing hard to become a doctor." Like,
yeah, I mean, they were. I mean, they had when she was reading Portia's like, no, you're being too slow. You know what's going on. You got to get it done.
yeah. So I don't. So I don't know. I feel like there's a whole world in there. But it was nice seeing Lulu and Dante, Olivia, Brooklyn, Chase are all kind of together as one big family, and her getting tea for them, and when she said, "I know you hate me," she's like, "You're only half right," or whatever. It was kind of cute. They're working towards something. They've kind of been through stuff. They're softening Lulu, which I kind of like. I like
Uh,
softening a
yeah,
little.
it's uh like her scenes with Rocco. It's, I mean, well, I guess that's the world we live in where it's tough to justify actions that you yourself would have done at that age, that you learned also from your father to
Yes.
do all that stuff, where it's hard then to be able to like, nope, do as I say, not as I do, and not feel within yourself, if you're not going to say that, I feel like a hypocrite. Like it's like I would have done that like, same damn thing that Rocco did. Uh, I would still do it now.
Well, it's funny because having Dante and Laura talk before the trial, like, is it going to affect you? I'm blind. And she's just like, no, my grandson, if he walks doesn't see me, and it proved later, Grandma, I'm so glad you're here. Like she knew. I think with the Laura, with a character like Laura who's been through so much on the show, it's in character that she wouldn't care what people think. I think it's in character. She's kind of like, like you said, I love my job. My family comes first. That is Laura. Her family comes first. So I don't know. You don't feel the same way. You don't think the
I
same?
don't know. For me, no. Given this week, it's like I'm curious. Like we talked about last week, asking, is she going to win or not?
Right.
And we thought like the better drama is her winning for all this stuff. But it feels like, and I don't know if the show is just trying to just add a little manufactured drama where there won't be any. But given her way of like, while I love this, I like my job, but I love my family, and they come first. Uh, it feels sort of like American President, where it's just like Michael Douglas doesn't want to say anything. It's like, hey, just let them do their thing. But in the absence of like you standing up to say anything, all these people create these false narratives about this stuff, and you're not standing up and saying what's right. So it feels like Laura is doing that as well, where she's just like, hey, Ezra can do it, whatever happened at the debate, he can spin this however he wants. I'm going to be at the courtroom. I'm not going to do anything like this. It feels like Laura, at some point, you just also need to stand up and say, hey, world, this is what's going on too. And I feel like, are they trying to give Laura, I feel like maybe too late since poll day is there, but like she's not standing up and saying, what's the real deal? Just like, no, no, trusting way too much in the people and the citizens to know what the story is. And I don't know. I don't know now I really don't know which way the show's going to go.
No, I don't know which way the show's gonna go either, but I feel like that's Laura. Laura's putting the trust in the viewer in the viewers in the people of Port Charles. I think she feels like I've done what I could do. I've shown you what I can do. It's really now in their hands, and like there's not really much more she can do. She's not gonna. She said, "Say I'm never going to apologize for our relationship." For our grandson. So she's taking a stance. She's taking a stand. She's like, I'm just like, I don't care. I'm going to take care of my family. That will always come first. And so, but to me, it just sounds like her. I'm like, I'm not. So she could lose. She could totally lose. I mean, that's the whole thing. We don't know which way it's going to go. Because they make Ezra Boyle, oh my God, the mayor. That could be some goodness too on some level. That could be good. And it could be one of those things where he gets, becomes mayor, but then gets crashed out and she becomes mayor again. Like there's all kind of things that could happen. There's all kind of things that could happen. There could be a re-election or whatever. And Rick said to Sonny, I know of another way you can get your peers, no matter what happens in Measure C. We don't know what it is, but so I was kind of like, there's some wiggle room in there with stuff.
Yeah, I mean, to that, I feel like you don't have that scene between Rick and Sonny, unless, it's going to prove that, Measure C's not going to go his way. Like, why introduce even
Right.
that idea? So,
Right. It can go either way, which I kind of like this. It can go either way. I mean, I thought it was a shoe in, but when you think about it, it could go any direction. It could be Ezra being the winner, and that would be a trip. It could be her still winning, and everybody else getting upset, and see them getting upset, and that could cause some more drama. So I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, it's tough. Like, this show's never about like the politics, but Laura being the mayor does allow that character to be put in orbit with characters that she wouldn't otherwise really run into, which then helps give Laura scenes and stuff like that. So, that's my only reluctance. Like, if you take Laura out of the mayor's office,
Right.
how, yeah, it's basically just family stuff unless you kind of figure out what her second act or well, at this point, like her sixth or seventh, eighth act is going to be.
And there's no Kevin Collins. He's on Beyond the Gates. Um, his name is Joey now. So he couldn't fly home to do some episodes apparently.
I mean, Atlanta's, it's tough. Atlanta's
It's tough.
hard, hard to get away from.
What's your name? Frank Moran. Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson airports is one of the busiest airports in the country and can take you anywhere. You say you can't get on a plane, come to LA and film a few scenes?
I wonder what their schedule is. Like, how far are they? More than 6 weeks ahead? Like
I'm
GH?
not sure. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I'm not sure. I know that GH is like 5.5 weeks. So I don't know. And now they're all going dark because of the holidays are going dark.
What I did like though was at least that Martin was there. We get to see a little follow up to last week's, which I was like, great. Like, this was more of a better kind of setting, a resetting of the Martin and Laura relationship that I was glad about. So they're not totally making Martin like a total butthead,
Apple Ridge says on State of Mind, Jeannie and MB discuss the storyline they are filming together.
which I guess would be the framing of Rocco.
Somebody says Beyond the Gates is 5 months ahead. Are you sure it's 5 months ahead? I haven't heard that, but okay. Um, I know that Days of Our Lives is now a year ahead. It's rough. As well, we had Connor Floyd, who hasn't even aired yet. It's still Billy Flynn. He's on 2 shows right now. It's dumb. It's dumb. So I want to bring up the storyline. I now remember the story. I'm sorry, I'm a painkiller, so I'm just like, what's going on? We got Michael, Jacinda, Willow, Nina, Drew, and partially, no, Nina, Drew. I actually kind of like some of these scenes this week, and the actress who plays Jacinda, I'm liking her. I'm liking the way they're writing her. And didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. They have a find. Whoever this chick is. You guys can tell me a name in the chat or whatever. She's a good find, and I think thanks to Mark Teschner, of course, every winner type Mark Teschner. I am liking because again, Drew and all his bluster, comes blazing into what are you doing here? And she thought she paid you, blah blah. And I love that Nina's just like he just starts threatening her. And then Nina's like, "Why are you threatening my assistant?" That made me laugh. She's like, "Get in here." And she started talking to him like, "Hello, like, what are you doing?" And because he's so like, well, Willow, she's like, "I'm looking for Willow too. Hello." Atlanta Airport gives me the hives. It's huge. Oh, it's huge. Um, but it's like, hello. It's like, calm down, Drew. We're working this out. But I'd like that Jacintha's not a wallflower. And then when Michael comes, and Michael and Nina have their little moments, and everyone's trying, and I love that nobody's dumb, right? So yeah, I'll take little Wiley to get some ice as Sunday, and then all of a sudden the same place where they're at. And he's like, "Oh no, come on over. Let's take pictures." I mean, I love the whole exchange. I loved it. And she was pissed because she was trying to get him. And they're like, "No, let's get a selfie. Oh, you want pictures? Let's get together." I and she's so cute with Wiley. She's just like talking about Sundays when they like. So I don't know. I'm actually kind of rooting for them because everybody in the world's like, this is all fake. And yes, on the outside, it really is kind of fake. But I think they really like each other on some. They really start to like each other, and I don't mind this at all. I don't.
I like it. I mean, as we know, Bobby Spencer came in
Yeah,
similar to this, and look what she became. So I'm all about the show introducing new characters that can kind of catch on. She's got a great backstory to bring up stuff, to generate story from her past to cause headaches in the present. So I'm all for this if they really actually want to invest and make this like a character that can actually join the canvas long term would be great.
yeah,
I feel like the hookup right now, the hitch is going to be with her is that I feel like she's definitely lying about what happened after she saw Michael, and it feels like it could be Ezra Boyle, like, and
right.
that's the reason she's not saying anything. It's like just I feel like Ezra Boyle is like the one that could be. It feels like it's got to be that. So, and whether that becomes like an undoing in Ezra's, he wins the mayoral election, but then this truth comes out, so that kind of tanks his mayoral thing. I don't know. But yeah, it feels like Justin is not being upfront about when Michael says, "Is there anything that could blow this apart?" And she's like, very quiet for a second, and then saying no. Like, I think it's really yes.
I know the chat's all about between hookers and strippers, sex workers. Here's the thing. Um, Abby, who we mentioned, I believe she was an escort too. I don't think she was a stripper. I don't think she was. I think she was an escort. I thought she was. Yeah, I thought she was an escort. Bobby was hooker, so what? Right. Um, it's still a sex worker, so there's no need to change that. Was true. I don't know. I heard. Oh, his name is Paige Herschel. Hi, Paige Herschel. We love you. Thank you. That's why I said say that to you. Ezra, Ezra could get derailed. Ezra, I think what you're talking about could get derailed. Um, I don't know. For me, it's just very interesting how she defends herself,
Yes.
and I love that there's like people put down sex workers and sex working, and they just completely down it. And I love like she defends it, and they say she was a stripper. Everybody does. Well, either way, who cares? Nobody remembers that storyline anyway. The point is, I like the fact that they have in the writing they have her not feeling sorry for herself or playing the stereotype of like the sad hooker who's doing this because she's not hooked on drugs or anything. Like she's totally this fully formed woman who's made a decision in this profession, and she's not ashamed of it. And I think that's very cool, actually. I know a lot of folks out there have their own feelings about sex work. I'm sure they do. They have their own words. That's fine. For me, I don't look down on sex workers. So it's just one of those things. I like the way the writing is about on this one. That it's not that it's kind of about that, but it isn't. It's just kind of like it's about it's more about the alibi. It's more about is this for real? And people keep bringing up the sex thing towards her, and she just brushes it off. I love it. Yes, this is your mommy's newest, your grandma's new assistant, right, Nina? I love that also. She was like, yes.
Yeah. I like Michael's like, hey, I'm not the only one that's kind of co-signing her as a legitimate person. Aren't
Yes.
you, Nina? You gave her a job.
Yep. And then Willow being released. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
oh, okay. She showed
Which
up. Oh, all righty.
I oh that dr- I mean, she's talking to Drew and then uh Michael. So I mean, that's not really going to come up. But in my head, I'm thinking, oh, Willow again being shady, where it's like, oh, I heard where the kids were at, so I was just going to do a drop in when you know you're not supposed to be around those kids.
Exactly.
And she's trying to act like it's the aggrieved party. Like, girl, you were going against court orders.
And Drew's like, I thought she'd come see me first. Where is he? I see. Here's the thing, you guys. Drew is getting some of his comeuppance on some level. He keeps losing on a few levels. I like that part. It's like he's not just winning all around. He's not getting everything. He's not getting everything he wants. That's the problem. It's gone out of control because this was never supposed to happen. For in his mind, Willow being arrested for his own shooting was not supposed to happen. Not at all. And I love when Martin and Alexis talked finally. And Martin was just like, "You're smart. It's like you're like he knew he's a lawyer. He knew that if he can, Drew doesn't even care, doesn't even see he's his own worst enemy. Also, he's like Portia, telling her to focus on Michael. That's a problem. She's like that. You have to make sure you show him everybody. The whole point is getting Drew Willow off because there are other suspects, not just one suspect. He's so tunnel vision that he doesn't see it. And Willow is so funny because Willow's like, she's not in love with Drew. I mean, you told she's not in love with Drew. She's just using him to help her.
It's interesting that once the whole Quartermain thing, him buying the mansion, fell apart, that he comes back to Alexis's office, and I mean he's already fired up as he's coming in the door talking about Michael. So I mean that shows you like even though Michael had like really nothing to do with that whole scheme falling apart, like he walked away out of this still fired up with Michael, like clearly blinders on, and that Michael is just got to pay no matter what no matter what the situations are. It all goes back to Michael. So this week uh he is still just got this absolute mad on for Michael with Alexis, or it's like that is not the best legal strategy for for Willow, is to just solely focus on Michael. Step aside, Drew. Take several seats, as James
Yes,
Lafferty would say.
that's right. And but I do think it's very interesting, very interessante, because they're playing it very close to the vest. Is chasing Willow. He's visited 3 times. She held his hand. He didn't move it. Yet he goes to Brooklyn. I love you, but I just believe in Willow, my ex-wife. And Brooklyn, and then their conversation was interesting. That conversation was interesting too, where she was like, I see a different Michael. I don't want to believe he did it. Where he's like, I don't believe Willow did it. Like it's this weird. It's weird. Because I kind of like it. It's giving them some conflict without giving them like major stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Will's looking at Chase like a piece of meat. Like a
For sure. Like something like this man that is just stepping like that hero thing that she
yeah,
loves so much. So like, oh, what have I done? Why did I let this guy go? I could have had him the whole time.
that's what I'm thinking. And now,
And Chase's thing is like, as much as Drew is wearing blinders on for Michael, Chase in his own way is doing the same thing because he is like, if he was trying to really help it, he would be looking, he'd be exploring all possibilities, but he's only focusing on Michael.
I know, but I'm
Uh,
like, there's history there too. So I'm just saying Chase will even entertain possibly Willie was guilty. I know. I agree. I'm like, will he do something with her, but inadvertently? Or will Brooklyn? I mean, it's he's really into this storyline. I mean, in this storyline, he's really this storyline. It's his job. He's really into. Oh my god, Chase is really into this whole thing of trying to clear. And even talking to Nathan, it's like Nathan keeps saying, "Oh yeah, my niece. Oh yeah, my niece. Oh yeah, my niece." That's all you can say. You don't know her. My niece, my ex-wife, my niece, my ex-wife. It's just it's and Brooklyn's trying her best not to become her own Quartermain, but she's trying to be very calm.
yes.
Try to support him. She's trying. Get a little rougher, but she's trying. And he's not making it easy because he is really, like you said, one stop shop. So, but like I said, meanwhile, we got Felicia on the case for Alexis, and find out that Portia lied about her whereabouts.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh,
So that's what come back to haunt us. Also, we're not. Because I felt like no one knowing about Portia. That's been one of the things that's been such a secret that has to come out too.
and I feel like it's going to lead to not Portia being the shooter, but it'll blow up Portia and Isaiah.
Yes,
So then you're like, whoops. What I also can't wait is for when Drew clocks it finally that Willow's really digging Chase a lot
oh
more.
yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! Watch out, Chase. He'll be coming after you. That'll be it. He'll be coming after you. Or
Yes.
going to Brooklyn. One of the two. And
Oh,
digging it out. Digging it
yeah,
out.
that's got to happen. I'll be curious to see if that completely removes his Michael fixation or he's able to split focus and hate both those guys equally.
I know. That should be good too. And the thing about Drew I like is that we don't know what he's going to do next. So I kind of like that he's a wild card. Like he just don't always he doesn't care. He just does whatever he feels.
Yeah.
So
Like him taking the Quartermain stuff from the boxes. Like I was not expecting that
no,
at all.
me neither
So
at all.
you can make him do anything. And what I liked about the Alexis Martin scene was at the end where it's like, you've got one shot at this, and if you screw it up, Drew Cade will make your life hell.
That's true. He said that. I was like, wow, that there. And Lex is like, I know. And I kind of get it. Yeah, I
That's
know.
still,
And
that's still being asked talking about Scout. Like, well, I guess, like how many you can't just he just uses it as like such a cudgel.
he does.
It's like,
He
ugh.
doesn't care. He does not care. Like I said, compared to some of the other people who are questionable, we saw their Achilles heels. We saw there's certain things they just would not do. He will do anything. But he's messing it up. This is what he's not getting. Willow's looking at him like he's crazy at this point now, but she feels like she needs him because she doesn't feel like she can turn to her mother fully. She thinks her mother's crazy. So Will's in this tough. If Will did not shoot him for real, she's really in a tough spot. She's thinking, "What the f? How did I get myself in this situation? And I can't see my kids. It must be just really hard for Willow if she really is innocent.
Yeah.
And she's probably just thinking, I really messed this up. I mean, getting with Drew is the worst thing in her entire life. I mean, literally, it's the worst thing. Being with him is taking everything away from her, and he don't get it. He don't get it. He don't get it.
Yeah. And I mean, we still have no conclusive proof either way about Michael possibly planting that gun or not. Because Michael's not giving anything up. So, so
Chase this before with Nell. He went hard, believe she was innocent. I think if it turns out Willow shot Drew, I think this is a thing that's going to wake Drew up. If Willow is really the shooter and she'll remember, I would love that story because Drew's face will drop.
yeah. I mean, I feel like it's got to be either Willow or Scout.
Right.
That's the only way that it really hurts
Right.
Drew and stops either one of those characters from going off the show permanently.
Yes, I agree. Amy thinks it's Danny.
I
I'm,
don't think it's. I don't know. No. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We haven't seen any kind of stuff to hint to that, and ugh.
um, uh, yeah, I'm not sure either. I'm not sure either. I mean, we had nice. I mean, but I just think they're playing it more now that Drew hates Danny because of Jason. But before they really didn't have much. They didn't talk much or anything. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't. That was his choice, but I don't think it was him. I think it was him. And again, we saw a figure stand over the body the second time. So I don't know. You tell me. Um,
I mean, with Willow and Scout, there are ways to kind of wiggle it around with those two. I think that you don't have to worry about writing them off. But I think you put Danny as the shooter, then I think you're really writing Danny off then at that point.
yeah. So we know Michael was there, but he didn't. I don't think he shot Drew. Actually, I think it's almost too obvious. That he Michael. So I don't think he. I don't think he did. But I think he saw who did it. And he's keeping quiet. Or
It's
maybe he didn't see him. Maybe he left in time. He didn't see who it was.
if it was Scout, it makes sense for him not saying anything. because like why get a child rolled up in this? If it's Willow, I feel like he does say something, even if he was there, because like I mean that goes because it would be weird, I think, for Michael to be going this route, like and not saying that he saw Willow shoot Michael or Willow shoot Drew. I mean, uh, I think he would be much more aggressive. I mean, I know he's really adamant about Willow not being around the kids and that she's made bad choices, but I feel like if he knew for sure that Willow shot Drew, I think we'd be seeing a lot more of it. So I don't think it's he saw Willow. I think it could be Scout. And I feel like if he did see Scout's the only one I feel like it would be like he would not say anything about. But I don't know.
Because here's the thing, folks. They say it's not Scout. It's not this. Here's the deal. He got shot twice in the back, not in the head, not in other places that and it didn't seem professional. I don't think it's Stella. And Stella decided that she just said that's it. They could take it anymore, but she doesn't even know what's going on. She knows what's going on with Portia. She knows what's going on. I don't think.
No, she doesn't know about the blackmail.
I don't think
I mean,
so.
she knows about how Drew tried to blackmail her, or
Yes.
not blackmail her, but try to screw with her life because of the Curtis and Portia stuff. But
I mean, every interesting choice. But I just say, I'm trying to think, Monica. I'm funny. But I'm trying to figure out like who else would, I mean, who would, like I said, something that would have him dead. They wouldn't be. And see, people are thinking it could be two shooters, one, and then another person comes in.
that
I
would, which I would love that if that's like, well, he's already shot. I guess I'll just shoot him again.
do. She don't think it's a disposable character. I hope not. I hope not. Hope not at
Because
all.
there's nothing worse than when they do these kind of things and they drag it up for so long and then they just give it to like a the lamest character that you don't really care about. They can be easily written out of canvas and it's no big deal.
Yeah, I hope it's not. I mean, we don't know who it is. I hope it's not. Um, actually, was there anything else this week? That was it, wasn't it? Basically that.
Yeah.
They didn't because the kids got into the lab, but they didn't get anywhere. There's no animals or anything in there.
I'll be curious because we've not yet seen the Charlotte or Danny talk to Emma yet and say like, hey, there were no animals in there. Because I'm curious to see what Emma's reaction was like. Oh, I started all this and there weren't even any animals in this lab.
They're all just it was empty. So, and we knew he was going to walk in when they were there. We knew that. I had a feeling. Like, of course, he's going to walk in. But again, I didn't expect Rocco to go to jail, and I didn't expect. I mean, there's a lot of things I didn't expect. But Britt is heavily in this. But again, we need to know more about what her involvement is or isn't. Or what does she know or not know? She keeps
Yeah.
evading the questions. Everybody, it's just not. She's not talking. Not talking at all. And she
Yeah.
didn't see Pascal yet. He's in town. She hasn't seen him yet.
Yeah. Once she knows that, oh, he's just sitting there at Windermere all the time. Good times. Like always fun to see the guy that left you there to die in an
Right,
explosion.
right. So, and again, we need some movement if we're gonna put Jason and Britt together. We need some movement.
Yeah.
This is way too long of waiting. Way too long. I think that's it. Actually, I think we actually literally at almost an hour and a half. I think we got everything. It was mostly just that. Was it mostly
Yeah,
that?
we did it.
I made it through. I can go lay down now. My painkiller.
Yes. Go take your well-deserved nap.
Yeah. Thanks, you
Oh,
guys.
yeah, but take the shirt off now. Just get ready.
I
Ah,
just,
we were so close.
yeah, I guess
Hello.
that's it. It's a family show. I'm not gonna take off my clothes. Family show. Not this week.
I
Maybe
mean, I guess we
next
don't have to
summer.
take our clothes off to have a good time.
Well, that's what Jermaine Stewart said. But I disagree. Uh, I mean, I'm taking this Manjaro. Maybe when next summer, when I lose all the weight, maybe I will show something. Who knows?
Woo!
No, where's security cameras in the lab? There's that too.
Yeah. And what a lab it was. Just, paperwork and a whiteboard.
I think it's crazy. Some sets they do big things for, and other sets they don't. They don't care. No. Frank Moran. They fight Happy Go Jackie. They can.
You can. I'm there waiting for you with open arms, as James like to say.
I'm waiting for you. Yes, he's waiting for you.
Waiting for you.
Oh my god, I love it. That's what he said, waiting for you. And I'm with James on shooting Hermo. Um, again, check out my interview. No, excuse me. Check out her interview with me. LA Off the Records on Tammy Govea's page. So go to not mine. Go to Tammy's page and check that out. Coming up on our page, though, she's interviewing Eva LaRue and her daughter for that whole stalking documentary.
Oh,
That's
nice.
so we got her. So Tammy got her for her show.
Oh,
Voice,
that's great.
yeah, it's gonna be good, you guys. It's gonna be really good. And I'm working on Martha Byrne. Her husband got pardoned by President Trump, and he's home. As you guys know, I did a whole day time today. I talked to her all about it on two different shows. And Martha's a really great person, and her husband was railroaded, I believe it. But he's now home with his family after spending time in prison. It was crazy. And he could tell you, I was like, he lost a lot of weight. You could tell you, like, oh my goodness. But I'm so happy for I talked to her, so happy for her. Try to get them on the show so we can finish up like a happy story at the end. But just congratulations to them. That was a really horrible nightmare. And those of you know, Martha Byrne was, of course, on Guiding Light. She's been on other shows too. She was on General Hospital for a minute years ago. She did a guest role. But of course, she's known as Lillian Rose from As the World Turns. And also Anacostia, my friend's show Anacostia. A producer and actor on that. Today it's what's his name? What's her name's birthday? Oh my god. Why am I blinking out? It's somebody's birthday from General Hospital there. So I'm gonna play.
No,
So,
buddy.
birthday to say. I saw it earlier and I forgot what somebody's birthday was. I was gonna say who it is, but not ours. It's not our birthday. So we're back next week pre-Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Probably dressed as a turkey. Or eating stuffing. I don't know. We'll see what happens next week.
Ooh, there you go. We'll be sharing what we're most thankful for.
Well, my answer is gonna be you, of course, Frank. I mean, that's just
Oh, and I'll have a double serving of James Lott Jr. for me.
everybody. Take care of yourselves, as Jerry Springer would say, and each other. See you next time.
Well.